Hello everyone and welcome back to THFE. My name is Paints and I'm here today with another Halo 2 Anniversary Infection map. Now the map I wanted to show you guys today is called Boarding Pass and it was built by Zandril S312. So Zandril created Boarding Pass in Halo 2 Anniversary just recently, but this map was actually first designed in Halo 4 shortly after the creation of the Hivemind game type. So it's cool to see not only this game type and map make its way through two Halo titles, but also just how Hivemind has become a staple and kind of a standard game type for forgers to design for. And you know, with the recent creation of the Outlast game type, this may be one of the last Hivemind maps. So I thought this would be a great send-off map for Hivemind, and yeah. Really cool just the fact that I can talk about this map and game type in retrospect to the previous Halo title is pretty awesome. So Boarding Pass is a free roam infection map set in a train station that has been decommissioned and somewhat prepared for the infection. Aside from the train in the middle of the map, which serves as kind of the focal point of the map where infected and survivors can take these shortcuts across the map, the surrounding areas of the map are divided into their own respective holdouts. These holdouts are designed so that a coordinated team of survivors will pretty much be able to lock down any of these areas, whichever one they choose. However, what I did notice about this design is that when you start to try and lock down these areas, you end up losing a lot of important sightlines. In other words, survivors start to lose map control the further they bunker down towards the outside of the map to hold out against the infected. So it really comes down to decision making and timing for the survivors, as they need to control the sightlines into the middle of the map, while still knowing when to back off and start watching the various routes around the outside. And you'll start to see that turning point when about half of the players are infected. But interestingly enough, this focus on decision making actually applies to the infected players as well. For example, if an infected player sees a survivor controlling the upper balconies, it would most likely be a better decision to flank, group up, and sneak into the holdout, rather than just mindlessly throw away those avoidable deaths. However, if survivors are gathering weapons or generally just camped at the back of a holdout, infected will have access to a lot more shortcuts that the map provides. The middle of the map surprisingly provides a lot of sneaky routes into the outside, as well as access to the second floor if you manage to jump up on the train and then up onto the second floor balcony. One other thing that's great about Boarding Pass is that it's one of the only infection maps I've seen in Halo 2 Anniversary that features a balanced stationary turret. Especially after Zandril added a route to the washrooms, from the washrooms to the turret area. That route was not there in Halo 4, and as infected we managed to use that route to our advantage to overrun the turret area. So all in all, Boarding Pass is definitely worth the download for your customs. And actually, funny thing is, if you still don't have an Xbox One, the Halo 4 version of this map is available on Zandril's file share on 360. So there you go. So overall, just a really solid Hivemind design, and this map should also support Outlast soon, so keep an eye on those updates to the map. But that pretty much wraps things up for this feature, guys. You can find Boarding Pass on Zandril's file share, and you can find Hivemind on my file share. Aside from that, this has been Paints with the Halo 4 Epidemic, and I look forward to bringing you guys more infection stuff in the next while, as well as Halo 5 content eventually coming up pretty soon here. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye bye.